when I was in my script writing class with Paul DeFranco, he mentioned that might be doing a film with Capital Arts here in the next year. And we kind of we've been told things before that never actually happened, so we were kind of like, oh yeah, maybe it'll happen, whatever.
It wasn't just going to be a student film, it was going to be a professionally produced film by Capital Arts Entertainment. So when I saw that, I was excited. I was kind of glad to be working in a professional opportunity.
You hear that and you go, yeah! Oh, because the task then also hits you, and there's that realization of, oh man.
So this is a movie, and he's like, yeah. I've been trying, yeah, that's exactly what we're going for here.
And when I heard the names, Barry Bostwick, Jennifer Stone, and Devin Werkheiser, there was that moment of, what? Nah. And then I double-checked the names and I went, oh.
It started with Jennifer Stone, who's playing the Santa girl. She's a really close friend of mine. She was already attached and got the script to me and got my name to the producers, and that's sort of how it happened.
Jennifer and Devin were we watched them as kids, on Nickelodeon and on Disney Channel. So, there's a little bit of that nostalgia for us, and it was like, how do you react to that? It was a little bit of being starstruck.
Mike Elliott, who is one of the producers, sent me the script and said, this is an unusual job for you. He said, you're gonna possibly be working with students and at a school. And I went, I love that.
Barry, Jen, and Devin were some of the kindest people. They were hardworking, and they were focused on getting things done, but they were genuine. They were genuine human beings who who I hope really enjoyed this process.
Santa Girl is perfect for what this is. It's a family-friendly movie. It's about falling in love. It's about Christmas. It's joy and fun and a lot of young people.
I love Christmas movies. Then I read the script. The script really works for me. I understand the character. The romance is cute.
It's got heart, but it also has wit, and I think it also is about a Santa image that we've never really seen before. Santa as a businessman, Santa who's running North Pole, like Amazon.
Santa Girl is like things I've done before because I've definitely loved playing strong female characters, but it's different from what I've done before because it has such a great atmosphere of exciting young talent. At Shenandoah University, we have all of these students coming, and they're the next generation of filmmakers and actors, and it's really cool to be working with everybody and sort of seeing what's going to be next and up and coming in Hollywood.
I'll tell you my fears. I really believed in the script. I thought it could be a really fun, exciting Christmas film, and my fears were that I was going to be all by myself, that I was going to be the only professional, within a 40-mile radius, that I wouldn't be able to find any talent from the acting conservatory that was good enough to do the film, that I wouldn't be able to find any production design or costuming or makeup or any of the things. Every little department in a film has to be on point in order for the film to succeed. And what I was worried about was it would just be indie film guy in the middle of a bunch of students not being able to make the quality film that I know can be made. And that wasn't what happened at all. I was surrounded by not professional students, but students who were interested enough to learn.
Working with Blaine and Rob Senska was a very unique experience in and of itself.
Okay, here we go, and action.
I was just so amazed to meet Blaine Weaver because it's like, oh my God, you're a Hollywood director. And he was so chill and so cool and so relaxed. I was thinking that stereotypical posh, kind of thing. No, he was so relatable.
The fact that they came at this with open hearts and open minds, and we're not just ready to get the job done, but to also teach along the way and to do so effectively, that was a gift.
They came to me and they asked if I wanted to production design this feature film that we're going to be doing. And I was kind of like, sure.
And they're like, we're doing this film. And we both looked at each other and was like, I guess we'll ask if they have a costumer. So we ran up, we were like, yo, do you got a costumer?
We went through a chain of people and just kind of got our foot in the door with each one and just made it happen, kind of. So I wasn't originally supposed to be a part of it, but they ended up being able to take me.
I got the call back for JR and everything, and I was like, great. And I go into his office, and he's like, so I would really like you for this role. And I'm like, great, yeah, I would love to play it. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's a pretty big role. I don't give off these roles to especially college students like you. Oh my gosh, because I'm still thinking this is a student film. I went out of his office with mouth gaping and just thinking, holy crap, I gotta like study my lines, I gotta learn everything and just like every gaping moment. And my friends are like, hey, do you wanna hang out? I'm like, not now, man, you would not believe what just happened.
Getting cast as Larry the Tooth Fairy was more so them looking at me and realizing that I was perfect for the part. I actually didn't think about Larry the Tooth Fairy initially. Like I was kind of looking at, actually I didn't really know. I just kind of went in like, okay, I'm just gonna do an audition and see how it turns out.
This was the first time in history that a college has worked in tandem with a professional Hollywood production company to create a feature film.
Being a part of it on the first time anybody's really done this successfully, I'm very proud of. I wouldn't trade being the first team to do it for anything.
Last movie I did with students, there would be maybe a sound department or this, or a costume department or props or something, and they would be the same crew for the whole movie. But what's interesting about this is that every day there's a different guy holding the boom. There's a different person handing you a prop, so it's giving them the opportunity to do all the kind of departments that are required to make a film.
I was blown away. I thought, they might take their job seriously, but, then just kind of screw around between takes. Everybody was so serious about their jobs, and they were so mature about it that as a mature student, I couldn't have been more proud.
People stepped up to the plate. We had taken classes on how to do crew stuff. We'd taken classes about how to act in front of the camera. But the fact that there were people that showed up every day that were committed, that there were students, college students, that were ready and willing to learn and put forth their all every single day was just phenomenal.
The biggest difference I've noticed between working in Hollywood and working with students is just the vivacity that students come to the project with. When you work on professional sets, people have been doing it for a while. They get a little bogged down, they get, a little jaded, a little chip on the shoulder, and here, everybody's just so excited to be at work. There's people that went above and beyond their requirements because they wanted to be there, they wanted to learn more. And, it was really amazing to see the excitement of making a movie. And a lot of times that gets lost in Hollywood because people are over it. People have made them, they know the challenges that go with them, but the students didn't care. They didn't care about that. They just enjoyed the process. And it's really how it should be.
Like, it's all new to them, so that's awesome, and it's really been a great experience. I've made a lot of friends here. I mean, the kids really put a lot into this, and I think they're gonna be super proud when they see the final product.
When you ask that if they took this as a student film or a professional work, they took it beyond professional work. They took it as their one way of getting out there.
It was exciting. It was very exciting as being as close as I can be to a professional. I kept that excitement subsided to where I had to do a job for people that were paying a lot of money to have this happen here. So I really had to keep that at bay for just about all of shooting. So it really helped me with my professionalism in the industry.
During the process, how I felt about it was very stressed, I have to nail this, otherwise it comes back on me. I let down a lot of people if I don't get this right, but also at the same time, it's invigorating, I guess. It's a lot of thrill of this can get me somewhere. This creates these connections and people will see this.
You can actually apply the things that you learn there while you're still at college on set. You can learn and you can begin to see, oh, that's what my professor was talking about. Oh, that's how that works. And I mean, experience, genuine experience on stage or on set is going to give you 10 times more insight than just reading a book.
It's a proud moment. I'm very happy about the work I got to do and getting to work with people who, like other students who are in the same position as me, and we're all just seeing our work for the first time on film, along with people who have been doing this for a while, and they knew this would be fine, they didn't worry, but just having that moment of like, oh wow, like this is real, this is what we did, and this is all those weeks of preparation and those probably 200 hours that we put into filming was so worth it. So it's been wonderful.
Anybody in Santa Girl, honestly, anybody in Santa Girl, if I could work with them again, I would do it in a heartbeat because they were just, God. It was so awesome to work with this crew, just so awesome.
Making a film is a singular experience. It's different every time. There's very few similarities between one movie set to another. But you become a family because of the intensity. And I understand the fear. I understand being afraid to show up and be like, I don't know how to run a camera. I don't know what craft service means. I don't know any of these things. And I'm intimidated by maybe some of the talent that we brought out. I get that. But if this is something you're interested in, you should take the leap because you bond yourself to people. And that bond never dies. 20 years from now, you'll be able to pull a DVD or go onto your computer and pull up the movie that we made fall 2017, and it becomes this yearbook of your life that you can show your family and that you can be proud of. I mean, hopefully, some movies don't turn out that well. This movie will, and I hope that you take the chance on the next one.